When you think of modern armored warfare, one name stands tall: the M1A1 Abrams. This behemoth of American engineering has dominated battlefields for decades, combining firepower, protection, and mobility into one lethal package. But where did it come from? What battles has it fought in? And why is it considered one of the most successful main battle tanks in history? The origins of the Abrams date back to the Cold War. After the failure of a joint American-German tank project in the 1970s, the United States pressed forward with its own design. The result was the original M1 Abrams, introduced in 1980 to replace the M60 Patton tank. The M1 Abrams is named after General Creighton Abrams, one of the most respected tank commanders in U.S. history. He made his name during World War II, leading armored spearheads under General Patton and playing a key role in breaking the siege of Bastogne during the Battle of the Bulge. Known for his aggressive frontline leadership, Abrams later commanded U.S. forces in Vietnam and eventually became Army Chief of Staff, guiding the Army through major modernization efforts. Naming the tank after him wasn't just an honor, it was fitting. He embodied the bold, decisive spirit the M1 was built to deliver. It was in 1985 that the upgraded M1A1 variant rolled out. The M1A1 brought major improvements: a 120mm smoothbore cannon replacing the original 105mm gun, upgraded armor including depleted uranium composite layers, and increased fuel capacity for extended range. Designed to take on the Soviet threat, the M1A1 was built with one mission: dominate in tank-on-tank warfare. The heart of the M1A1 is its 120mm M256 cannon, capable of firing armor-piercing sabot rounds and high-explosive anti-tank shells. It's backed by a 1,500 horsepower gas turbine engine, the same kind used in jet aircraft, giving the Abrams surprising speed and agility for a 60-ton machine. It's also fitted with advanced fire control systems, thermal imaging, and laser rangefinders, allowing it to engage enemies day or night in almost any condition. Depleted uranium composite plating makes the Abrams nearly invincible from the front, providing incredible survivability for its four-man crew. The M1A1's true test came during Operation Desert Storm in 1991. Facing off against Saddam Hussein's well-equipped Iraqi army, including Soviet-built T-72 tanks, the Abrams proved its dominance. In the vast open deserts of Kuwait and southern Iraq, the M1A1 Abrams had its first major trial by fire, and it didn't just pass the test, it redefined modern armored warfare. One of the most legendary engagements came on February 26, 1991, during the Battle of 73 Easting. A U.S. armored cavalry unit, led by then-Captain H.R. McMaster, advanced through a sandstorm and unexpectedly encountered a dug-in Iraqi Republican Guard force. Despite the surprise, U.S. forces, equipped primarily with M1A1 Abrams tanks, obliterated the Iraqi positions with overwhelming speed and precision. In under 23 minutes, the Abrams-led assault destroyed nearly 70 Iraqi armored vehicles, including T-72s, BMP infantry fighting vehicles, and artillery, often before the Iraqis could return fire. By the end of the battle, over 160 Iraqi tanks were disabled or destroyed across the wider operation. The Abrams' cutting-edge thermal imaging and laser rangefinding allowed its crews to detect and engage enemy targets at distances up to 2,500 meters, far beyond the reach of most Soviet-era tanks. And even while on the move, Abrams gunners maintained pinpoint accuracy. What's more impressive? During the entire ground war of Operation Desert Storm, not a single M1A1 Abrams was lost to enemy tank fire. The few that were damaged were either repaired or, in extreme cases, destroyed by friendly forces to prevent capture. It was clear, the M1A1 didn't just dominate the battlefield, it owned it. The Battle of 73 Easting is widely regarded as one of the greatest tank battles of the 20th century, and certainly the most iconic U.S. armored engagement since World War II. Following Desert Storm, the M1A1 continued to evolve and deploy. It saw action in the 2003 invasion of Iraq, where it once again proved essential in urban combat and rapid armored thrusts into Baghdad. Afghanistan, where modified versions supported infantry in rugged, mountainous terrain. Operations in Syria, and support roles for allies like Saudi Arabia and Egypt. Each deployment brought new lessons and upgrades, leading to variants like the M1A2 and the latest SE3 models. But the M1A1 remained a reliable workhorse for decades. The M1A1 wasn't just America's warhorse. Allies including Australia, Egypt, and Morocco have operated the Abrams, often with custom modifications. Its success has made it one of the most iconic tanks of the 20th and 21st centuries. Even after decades, its armor, speed, and devastating firepower make it a benchmark for tank design worldwide. The M1A1 Abrams isn't just a tank, it's a symbol of American firepower, engineering, and battlefield dominance. From the sands of Kuwait to the streets of Baghdad, it has carved its legacy into the annals of military history. And while new technologies emerge and warfare evolves, the Abrams continues to adapt, ready for the next fight.